the superior vena cava.
Right.
It's draining this way. So this is the right brachiocephalic. This is the left brachiocephalic draining into the superior vena cava. Same thing up here. Right brachiocephalic, left brachiocephalic. But I don't like to start there because it makes you think the blood is coming out, blood's going in. If I'm going to do these, I like to start here. These are the digitals. I do this so that I have 3 in the front and 2 in the back. See them?
Yep.
The 2 in the back, this is on the thumb side. What is it?
The
Radial vein. Little finger side.
right.
Ulnar vein. Now look at the ones in the front. Remember, brachiocephalic, cephalic means toward the head.
Right.
See this one going toward the head? Look at it, all the way up.
Yep.
This is the cephalic vein,
Got it.
coming all the way up to the subclavian. This is the basilar. See how it comes up and goes into the brachial? So I have the basilar and the cephalic. See this one coming right up the middle?
Yep.
That is the median anti-ANTE brachial. Anti-ANTE means in front of. Antebrachial means in front of the brachial.
Gotcha.
So here's your median antebrachial, and it comes up here to the median cubital. Median cubital drains into the cephalic and the basilar.
Gotcha.
Follow this is the brachial. Follow the brachial up. Here's the axillary. Here's the subclavian. Goes into the right brachiocephalic and into the superior vena cava.
Right.
If I come across the subclavian, the first one I run into is the external jugular. Follow the external jugular up, and I've got this one that comes right back here. What is it?
Occipital.
Occipital. Continue across. See this little blue one here?
Right.
That is the vertebral. Then I have this thick one. See that thick one coming up?
Yep.
That is the internal jugular.
Gotcha.
As I follow it up, I have the facial and the temporal.
Oh, wow. Watch out, you get stabbed.
There you go. All right, now, so we finished all the ones on the top.
Right.
So now we're going to drop down to the abdomen. Remember that I used, on this model, I used the splenic to come across and find the celiac trunk.
Roger.
Well, in this case, you're going to use the splenic vein,
Roger.
and you're going to come across. And the first one I'm going to run into
His name is Ethan.
is this little vein right here. See that vein right there coming down?
We're all sharing.
Right here?
Share the space.
Notice this red one here is the inferior mesenteric artery.
Right.
The vein running right next to it is the inferior mesenteric vein. So I come across the splenic and I hit the inferior mesenteric vein. I continue across. This is the superior mesenteric artery. Right next to it is the superior mesenteric vein. Splenic, inferior mesenteric, superior mesenteric. And look right there. See that big blue one right there?
That's the
That,
inferior.
no. That is the hepatic portal.
Ah, okay.
I remember, I come across, this is the inferior mesenteric. This is the superior mesenteric, and right here, that blue one right there is the hepatic portal. Hepatic means liver, portal means door. It's the liver, it's the door to the liver. It's got that big one going into the liver. I'm going to turn it around. If you look right here, there's the number 45, little bitty blue one right there. That's the hepatic vein
Gotcha.
going back into the inferior vena cava. Okay? You see it, little bitty one?
Let me just peek my head, sorry.
Right?
That 45?
It's okay.
45, okay?
Oh, that's not nice. I had to see it.
And so in reality, you're done with the abdominal cavity because, making it very simplistic, the inferior mesenteric vein drains below the belly button.
You gotta sign on
The
the
superior drains above it, all going into the liver. So that brings me down to here. I come down I come down to the foot. If we come down to the foot, can you see this turn right here? What did we call the turn on the back of our hand? Dorsal venous arch of the hand.
Gotcha.
This is on the foot. What do you want to call it?
Dorsal.
Dorsal venous arch of the foot. If I go to the dorsal venous arch and I come medially to the inside, see this great big one comes all the way up? That's the great saphenous vein.
Yep.
Most of the time, if I look at the veins and I see varicose veins, they're in this vein. When we're going to replace a blood vessel in the heart, they usually take it from the great saphenous. So here's the dorsal venous arch, great saphenous. Look at the small saphenous. It comes up right here. They come up to the popliteal. Popliteal, I have the anterior tibial and the posterior tibial, and right here's the fibula. Okay? If I follow the anterior and posterior tibial, they come to the popliteal, to the femoral, to the external iliac, to the common iliac, to the inferior vena cava, back up to the right atrium.
Wow, that was simple.
Now, the special one we have in the venous system is the azygous system. You have to look right here, and you've got these two blue ones right here,
Right.
coming out of the common iliac. See them?
Yep.
And they go up. It is called the right and the left ascending lumbar until they pass the kidneys. Once they pass the kidney, the right lumbar passes the kidney, and right here it comes all the way up here to the superior vena cava. This is called the azygous vein. If I go on the left side, once I pass the kidney, this blue one is the hemiazygous. See how it comes up and crosses over? It's the hemiazygous, and this little blue one coming straight up
Yep.
is the accessory. What I do is I draw an H. Right side, this is the azygous, this is the hemiazygous, and this is the accessory hemiazygous.
Gotcha.
What they do is they're an alternate path for blood to go from the lower extremities back up to the heart in case anything happens to the inferior vena cava.
Now, obviously,
It carries blood all the time, but if it needed to, it could carry more.
Oh.
Now, from what it